Alright guys, so we're out here for day 2 of Winter 4x4 Jamboree. We are taking on Wayne's World, so come along with us. Alright guys, so like I said, we are taking on Wayne's World today. It is rated 6. It is a pretty awesome freaking trail. I'm going to try to remember all the names for all the obstacles later on when we get close to them, but I might be just typing them later on the screen, so just pay attention for the names. There's a lot of named obstacles on this trail. Nate, are you ready for today?
Yeah, I'm ready. Party on, Wayne.
Party on, Garth. Let's go do this. Let's go hit the trails. Wayne's World was created in 2018 by Utah's Public Land Alliance and the Desert Rats. This trail is around 6.5 miles long and is rated a 6. Winter 4x4 Jamboree would like you to have a 33-inch plus tire, front and rear lockers, and a little bit of lift. I definitely agree with the lift, and we used our lockers quite a bit on this trail, so please be advised. Guys, so the beginning of the trail, it is like some fun little waterfalls, nothing too deep or too hard to get through. Nate had to use his lockers, but it rained. It's still kind of really slick and muddy out here, but overall it's fun.
Yeah, it's really slick, and there's a lot of sand on top of the sandstone, and it's real slick right now.
Yeah, so it just adds to a little bit of extra challenge. All right, let's continue on. Alright guys, we've come up to a nice little waterfall, and there is, looks like a kind of a little bit of a bypass, but not really. Let's see some people get up it. So right up here is going to be your party line, and right down this way is going to be your bypass. All right guys, we made it up to a nice little waterfall. I believe this is Wild Thing. There is a bypass to go around. It's around 10 feet of waterfall. It's pretty freaking awesome. Let's see some people get up.
Turn, keep going, keep going.
Man, V8 thing just keeps you carrying to the top. When you get up to the top of the waterfall, you're going to want to hang a left. Not too tight because a lot of people are catching their wheels. There is a little bit of a rock that sticks out, but stay to the left, don't go to your right.
RPMs, pick it up, 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 pick it up. Nice, 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 nice. Woo! On the bottle.
All right, up next is Nate and the Gladdy. He's the longer wheelbase. Let's see how a longer wheelbase takes it on. Move it, baby, momentum.
That's it. Pick up your little bit of revs. There you go.
Rev it, babe.
Stay in it. Stay in it. There you go. Keep it coming. You're gonna drop down right to side. There you go. There you go.
All right, guys. So when you crest the top of the waterfall, this is the rock. You got to start hooking it left. This is the one that people are getting their driver tire stuck on. So you know, huck it left, but not too tight. And then afterwards, you have a little drop, and you're good to go. All right, guys. Up next is a really sweet Cherokee.
a little bit more. Then I want you to just roll on up. Don't climb it, roll up it. Roll, go, 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 go. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Driver.
Now straight down.
Dude! Nice job.
That thing is freaking sweet.
Right?
I love it. All right, guys, I believe this obstacle is called Stairway to Heaven. You have 4 good little climbs going on up. The key word here is momentum. For here, you want to just stay on it. You don't want to party too hard, but you want to stay on it. So right here is the staircase. You have one here. Here will be your second one, up to your third, and then your fourth is right up there. If you are not confident, there is a bypass right through there. Woo-hoo! So like I said, guys, you gotta keep your momentum. You gotta keep it going. Right now too, the sand is really, really wet, and when it gets on that obstacle, it just makes it so slippery. Woo! right, guys, don't quote me on this one, but I think this obstacle is, you gotta have faith. You're gonna go on up to 3 little steep inclines, and then at the top there's gonna be a little bit of an off-camber section. I noticed when I was flying the drone, you guys probably got to see on the footage, there is a big old puddle up at the top. So let's get some people on through. Go, 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 go. Woo! Alright guys, we're getting so dug out down in here. You just got to give it some momentum. Probably when you guys come and try this yourselves, it's not going to be so dug out. But that is some of the problems we're facing.
Alright, so this is a pretty cool place up here at the top. Look up, see all the benches. They're all dedicated to the fallen members of all the different armed forces. And beautiful big flag up here. Up on the rock. Definitely a cool place to stop for a break.
Alright guys, so we reached the top and there is the puddle I was telling you about. It goes all the way through. All right, guys, here comes Nate. I'm a little fearful being this close to a puddle with him around, but here he comes on through. You're such a jerk. Nate, you're so freaking mean. I knew it. I told you guys. I told you. I'm fearful of big puddles now because of this man. He's such a jerk.
I can't get going fast enough to make any kind of splash in that one.
I knew I was a little bit safe with that one. Alright guys, we're going to continue on the trail. Alright guys, we've reached the sandstone fin. I believe this is called We Will Rock You. Again, I'm not 100% sure on this one. This is my first time doing this trail. So your options are, this one would be the easy line. See how like the sandstone comes together like in a V? So you can go on right on through, or you can come up the sandstone climb, come on through, and then you're gonna get a little off camber down here.
Little bit of this, a little bit of this.
Alright guys, right here is where it's going to get a little tricky. It is a drop on the other side, and you're going to do a little bit of a sliding action.
Make a little passenger. A little more. There you go. Run into the drop over. Right about now. A little bit. Okay. There you go, you got it.
Man, that plane is having a good old time. Alright guys, I might have been wrong on that last obstacle. I think this obstacle coming up is the We Will Rock You. It's supposed to be a tight squeeze through some sandstone fin, and the other one kind of looked that way, but maybe this one is it. Unfortunately, the guides that are with us today don't know the names of the obstacles, and I don't know them that well. This is our first time running it. So I think that one is We Will Rock You. right, guys, so that last downhill descent down the sand dune is end of the line, and that is the last obstacle for Wayne's World. It was a freaking blast.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun on Wayne's World today. Again, the trail was really wet, just like John's trail yesterday, a little bit slick. But yeah, a lot of fun.
To be honest, this is the wettest I've ever seen Sand Hollow.
Yeah, it's interesting. Everything's completely different. I mean, just usually it's super grippy and everything's sliding around and the sand is really wet. It's a lot different.
It's definitely a different experience out here. We've been out here tons of times when it's been dry, and this is really cool to see it this way. All right, guys, so if you decide to take on Wayne's World, just make sure you have a little bit of ground clearance. I do recommend lockers. There were a few obstacles that we had to do some climbs, but there are a lot of bypasses to a lot of them. All right, guys, well, you know the drill. We're tired, hungry, and dirty, and that's going to be the end of this dirt road journey. Bye, guys.